was really like a fish out of water. I could see it. He got uncomfortable early. And he started trying to do things with his head, and he just was uncomfortable. He didn't know what to do other than just tuck my chin and run in and just try to get into some of my lands. He just closes his eyes and swings big and hopes he hits something. You know what I mean? And I told him I just rapped. So when he started them shootouts, and I wanted to get into it with him to prove that the old man can still do it. I said, that's never been your style. Just slugging, slam. That's what roosters do. That's what pit bulls do. He started that wild shit right. Calm him down. Let's get back to boxing. Because if you watch Pascal when he boxes, he actually don't know how to box. He moves around, then he dives in, puts his head down, just swings. He doesn't actually know how to get to the target and fire. And being an athlete and being so strong, you're going to beat half the guys with that shit, because most of the guys going to feed in it. I mean, the veteran almost fed into slugging with him. Let's go ahead and stay smart, stay comfortable. But I watched the way Pascal start following Bernard's lead. At the press conference, he said what Bernard said. And the push-ups. Then he wanted to do the push-ups that Bernard did. He started trying to do what he tried to do. So he's the kind of guy that needs somebody to morph off of. He needs to be like a Roy Jones, be like somebody. He can't. He doesn't have confidence within the John Pascal. He has to be like somebody else. He wanted to do the after party and put Mayweather on it so he can be a little like Mayweather. I seen him try to stick to the body, thinking he can pick up something from somewhere. I looked at him and was like, all he gonna do is get hit with right hands on the top of that. But you can see when I saw the posters with him and Mayweather, I knew he was gonna try to do some of the things that Mayweather did, because it's the kind of guy he is. He's got to be like him. He can't
be copied.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
But you know, a young guy got time. They can teach him. There'll still be a problem down the road because he got the courage where he got a heart. He don't really have courage. He got a heart. Where he just tuck his head and try. Who knows? If I close my eyes and just swing big, shit, I might look up and be champ. Who knows? If a guy can't get away from it, shit, X stood up a couple times and got hit with that shit. X just did it. X mentally and spiritually was somewhere else. And that young boy don't know nothing about going there. His corner don't know nothing about going there. They can't tell him how to go there. He had to walk this walk that we took over all these years to know how to dig down and trifle through that, fight your way through that. That can only be done in experience.
What is it about Bernard Hopkins that makes it so he's able to go into hostile territory in the lion's den and come out on top?
Congratulations. There's a whole fight. Very entertaining. Very entertaining.
The thing about Bernard is something that's inside him. You got to realize he comes from a rough place. Any excuse you need, ass whooping. If you was dumb enough to bet that way, you need an excuse now. That's your stupidity. You picked the wrong horse. That's your stupidity. Like she picked the wrong guy. She picked the wrong guy. You picked the wrong horse. Take your ass on. Congratulations. My hook ain't bad either. Thanks, man. So now, but it's like anything. But it's anything like you said. It's like anything you say when anything you tell like with kids, they do the thing. You're gonna find a way to try to correct yourself. So he'll start reaching. Pascal can get better if they don't lie to him. See, people want to lie to you. See, when my kid get his ass whooped, you come home and tell you got your ass whooped. Or the guy's on something. No, you got your ass whooped. Learn how not to get your ass whooped. Then you come back with the same thing. See, my thing is, thank you. If you get your ass whooped, tell your guy he got his ass whooped, he can make a change. He can make the adjustment. If you give him bullshit, Pascal came back and looked like the same pass. Nothing was different. He thought he was going to try to go to the body a little more, but it was the same thing. Because somebody lied to you. If somebody lied to you, instead of saying you got your ass whooped, oh, the guy did something wrong, the guy did something. So, first of all, if the guy did something wrong, why the fuck you going back in there? See, if you rob me at the dice table, I don't go back to that dice table. See, that shows you're full of shit right there. But on top of it, tell your guy the truth. Teach your guy to do the right things. See, you got a guy that's an athlete. I can take Terrell Owens and do exactly what that kid does. If you get a big, strong guy that can move around and then just duck your head and just swing. And if Terrell hits you with that shit, Terrell Owens being the athlete that he is, he gonna buck me. He gonna rock me. So you move around, you duck your head and you just swing. Maybe you hit something, maybe you don't. Shit, maybe you crack something, you put your head down and swing. Maybe you catch something, maybe you don't. But don't lie to your guy. If you lie to your guy and tell him, oh, the guy did something wrong, then the guy come back with the same bullshit and get his ass whooped again.
Will we ever see this record broken?
You're not going to see this record broken because most of these young boys lose 35 pounds to get down to the weight classes there. Nobody lives at the weight classes like Bernard did. So you're not going to see a guy preserve their body like that and be able to keep the longevity. These fighters are going to do what Roy did. When you learn how to fight, if you learn how to fight, right now, you guys are grown men. Nobody in here is under 20. Nobody here is under 20 years old, right? No. But right now, when they taught you that ABC shit, I bet you right now you can recite every word of it. ABC to the D. You can recite it all over. You know why? Because when you teach somebody something, it can't be untaught as easy. When you teach a guy how to fight, opposed to these athletes, people, what guys are doing is going out and getting athletes. Just big, strong, young kids who are athletic, putting gloves on them, letting them jump around, throw some punches. And that's that athleticism. Teach these dudes how to fight. And then what you'll see is they keep it a lot longer. Bernard Hopkins is the last of the fighters. Chavez, Ricardo Lopez, not a kid who had great athleticism. That's why you didn't see him burning up the amateurs and all that. That great athleticism and these guys jumping. So what you're seeing when you see Bernard opposed to guys like Roy is once the reflexes slow down, did you learn how to fight? Technique. Did you learn how to fight? Or did your reflexes just tear everybody ass up? Did you learn how to block punches, or did you just get out of the way of punches? So all the bullshit goes out the door when the truth comes in. When the truth shows up, the bullshit goes out the door.
Who's next on the list? Who does B-Hop want next?
Bernard is the phenom. Bernard needs to sit his old ass down.
Hey, he wants him in the interview, man. I just want to listen to what you're saying.
God bless you. It's open for anybody. My thing is, like I said, I know from the door, if my guy, my sons, I raised my sons in this sport. My son, Rock Allen, was supposed to fight Pascal at the Junior Olympics. Pascal got beat by the Russian, and my son knocked the Russian out. But they were in the same weight class as did my son Rock. I raised him up, he was on the Olympic team. When he come home and he got his ass whooped, you got your ass whooped. No, Nazim, somebody said, the other guy used smaller gloves in the gym. You got your ass whooped. Because if I tell him some bullshit about, no, you really didn't. No, the guy had small gloves. You had a sparring headgear on, he had a fight headgear on. You give him that bullshit, then they come back, they bring the same shit. If you give him the truth, yo dog, the old head walked you down and did what old heads do. Athleticism is a beast. When you're a young athlete, you faster than Roy Jones, faster than everybody. But when it slow down, we're going to find out, did you learn how to fight? Did you learn how to fight? See, a man who learns how to fight can keep that. At 60 years old, there'll still be people out here he can beat. He shouldn't be fighting them. But at 60,
don't know how to fight?
No, he knows how to fight. But that's not what he built his legacy. His legacy was built on. He was incredible because God sent him to earth that way. But what happens when God slows us all down? Did you learn the fundamentals of how to cover up, block, catch shots? Did you learn the fundamentals of when a guy rocked you or headbutt you, hit you in the back of the head to tie him up? Did you learn that?
Barrow has all the fundamentals. The only thing is that he relied more on the speed and the reflexes, like you said.
If you rely on your ability slows down. Then you have to rely on your learning. Now, who's not going to do that? You mean he went over there to rush and decide I'm not going to go with what I learned? I'm just going to go in there and get cracked. That's 10 rounds, dog. That's not a flash one-punch knockdown. That's 10 rounds of dudes banging on you and getting you down. Yeah, knocked out again. That's what I did. Come on, man. I'm not making this shit up. I'm making it up.
Today,
10th round.
10th round.
With a second
he was out on his feet and he got clocked out cold.
What they see in Bernard is the guy who learned the hard way. Never had the fast super reflex. Never had the flash. Learned everything that he knows. perfected it, worked with it, and now he's able to do it. You can do that at 50 years old, 60 years old, you can still do it. But you can't jump from here to there with a hook when you do it. Because if you see a guy, I'm here and we squared off, and I really don't know how to get to you, so I have to either jump. Well, shit, that's what we do in the bar. I've seen guys do that shit in the bar. Or you see a guy, when they're young, they would jump from here and get the hook up. Okay. But what happens when you can't do that no more? Then you better learn how to jab twice, feint, jump, get behind the jab, and bring that work in.
Here's the next one. We're going to get you. You know this boy? Adonis Stevenson? Very good fighter.
I don't think
he needs a guy like you.
No. He all he needs to do is stay focused and work on his craft. And don't, these things are hypnotic. Newspapers, they like drugs. Don't get caught up into them. Don't get caught up into them. Know what you need to do at all times. Because when it all goes down, it's a lonely spot. You see what I'm saying? The world is there. Like I said, the guys win, you can't even get close to them. Yeah. But it's a lonely spot if something go wrong. So learn your craft. You got talent, you got ability, you've been doing well so far, stay focused. Stay focused. I tell Bernard all the time, I say, listen, man, I look at the young boys, I look at some of the young boys. Right now, you give a young boy a leather jacket and a hamburger. They sign a contract, go anywhere. Because they want the flash, they want to be the star, they want to be the guy. They want the bling, they want the cars, they want some of these young boys like, yo, great job.
$50.
Let them get some money.
We're going to go live soon with us. We're going to go live.
See, the thing about Bernard is phenomenal. The most thing about it, everybody talking about Bernard is Bernard. The most thing about it, I've seen people as hungry as Bernard, don't get it twisted. I've seen young fighters with that kind of determination, that kind of focus. I've never seen it after they made millions. I've never seen anybody after he's made the millions, after he's bought the Bentleys, after the mansions, still have that kind of hunger. I've never seen it. I told the young kid something, and I got nothing against him.
You think Floyd still has the hunger? Mayweather?
Floyd is an exceptional talent. See, when y'all talking about exceptional situations and build, the thing you know. Thank you very much. I gotta blame his genetics. I mean, you deal with exceptional talent. Floyd, Roy, these guys with exceptional talent. When you just Usain Bolt, you just faster than everybody. Here's nothing we usually talk about, because you're faster than everybody. The thing we find out is when you slow down, like when you watch Edwin Moses. See how long he kept trying to control track, because he got a little older and learned how to not go fast right here, pick it up on that third turn. He got smart at it. See, that's when we find out where you at up here. When you if God just brought you here 7 foot, pretty much you're going to get the most rebounds out of all of us. Because God just placed you here with 7 foot. Got a whole lot you can do. But when we watch little Muggsy Bogues doing it and slam that basketball, is when we realize the guy got to step off at the right step, got to cuff the ball a certain way to get off perfect. Jordan was an exceptional talent who brought me into it. Elijah one of them guys was an exceptional center who brought me into it. So when Elijah one came in, Shaq was a more premise. He had a bigger premise on it. Shaq was a menacing monster nigga. But Elijah one was too smart. Took Shaq to school. If these young boys learn their craft, if you learn your craft, you can be in the game.
He's a hell of a fighter.
Wu-Tang? He's one of the few fighters, every time you see him, he got a little bit better. That's impressive.
If Butte and Pascal face off, who would you think would win that fight?
I wouldn't recommend that fight for Pascal. I just want to tell them, who I think will win between Pascal and Chad Dawson. That's more closer with Pascal and Ducati. That's the questions that need to be answered.
Thank you, Nazim.
If y'all take Pascal right